Good morning, Cypress Bible Church. This is Tony Svensson, the co-pastor. I wanted to talk to you this morning about loving without hypocrisy. It may seem like a simple thing to do, but in today's world, I think we're finding it all maybe more difficult. There's a lot of opportunity for divisiveness, differing of opinions, and how we solve problems. And we're all faced with this challenge of making sure, as believers, as followers of Jesus, that we are loving, and our love is without hypocrisy. So I wanted to take a look at a passage in Romans chapter 12, verses 9 through 18. It says, "Let love be without hypocrisy. Detest evil. Cling to what is good. Love one another deeply as brothers and sisters. Take the lead in honoring one another. Do not lack diligence and zeal. Be fervent in the Spirit. Serve the Lord. Rejoice in hope. Be patient in affliction. Be persistent in prayer. Share with the saints in their needs. Pursue hospitality. Bless those who persecute you. Bless and do not curse. Rejoice with those who rejoice and weep with those who weep. Live in harmony with one another. Do not be proud. Instead, associate with the humble. Do not be wise in our own estimation. Do not repay any evil for evil. Give careful thought to do what is honorable in everyone's eye. If possible, as far as it depends on you, live at peace with everyone." So again, during these times, we might find ourselves, some of us are excited to get back out into the world, get back to work maybe, where others maybe have lost their job and are hurting financially. Some of us received a check in the mail. Some of us are not sure how we're going to pay our rent or pay for food or there's just a lot of different situations that we're all dealing with. Some of us are excited that we're healthy. Others are mourning the loss of a loved one or somebody who may be still suffering from the coronavirus and recovering. So we have to be sensitive to one another's needs. And even as a church, we're dealing with some difficult decisions. And how do we reopen? How do we get back to normal? And what is normal in today's world? And so we've got to be patient with one another. We've got to be loving. We've got to make sure that as this scripture calls us to, that we have a deep love for one another first, and we make sure that we're extending that love to the whole world, making sure that we're being patient, making sure that we're not being divisive, and again, throwing our opinions around as if we know the truth. There's a lot of people who are making those claims, and there's a lot of political turmoil, and let us not be in the middle of that. Let us be followers of Jesus, and let us love without hypocrisy. And even where we differ, let's remember what brings us together, and that is the love of Christ. And may the love of Christ reflect through us to the entire world, that people may know that we belong to Christ, and that how we love one another, and that the world may ask the question, how do you have peace in the midst of all of this? And it's a simple answer. It's the gospel that has saved us. It's the God who indwells us by his Spirit. And so may we walk in the power of his resurrection and the power of his Spirit to reflect God's love as we love one another and as we love the world. God bless.